Yo, what is good, everybody? It's your boy Tej, and today I'm gonna be showing y'all how ATL Jacob makes heartbeats for Lil Baby and Future. Just gonna be making a simple melody from scratch and showing y'all how I flip my own samples, etc. As always, I'll have the full beat played at the end, so be sure to stick around for that. And with that being said, let's just hop right into it. Alright, so the melody for this beat is pretty simple in terms of we're just talking like layering and different melody sounds. The thing that makes this beat's melody really good is the way that I flip the samples. So if you guys have seen the 21 Savage Southside tutorial, it's more or less the same principle of it's not so much of how complicated of a melody you make, it's how well you execute it with the rest of your beat. So to start off my melody sound, I went in to this hndrxx bank and I grabbed a bell sound and I drew out this melody. Routed it to a mixer. I put some vinyl on it, just turned the detune up a little bit and the wear up. I put a bandpass EQ on it, and then I just put a standard vocal doubler preset, just the default setting. Then I rendered it out and I reversed the sample and pitched it up 300 cents. And now it sounds like this. And I only really liked that part, the end part of the pattern, the 7th and 8th measure. So I just took that and ended up looping it for 8 bars. And so now it sounds like this. So then I took this pattern here and I routed it to another mixer. I went into gross beat, I went into the momentary preset section and I got this sidechain gate feature, and then I turned this volume knob down here to 34%. And then I just got the default setting on Fruity Convolver and I turned that to 75%. So now the melody sounds like this. And then after that, I rendered that clip out into another audio clip and I put that in a mixer and I put an EQ to cut out some of the harshness. I put a compressor on it to make it a little louder. I put some halftime on it with the 1/8 setting. And then I put another EQ on it to cut out some of that higher harsh frequency. And so I also pitched this up an octave so that with the halftime, it just kind of smooths it out. It's still the same pitch nonetheless. So that sounds like this. So what I did is I opened up a new arrangement and I have my new sample, and just to kind of go with it, I opened up Analog Lab and I got this distorted voices pad sound, and I laid out this pretty basic pad pattern just with this D sharp minor chord. And then I routed that to the mixer, put a bandpass EQ on it, and then cut out some of the harsh frequencies. So by itself, it sounds like this. And in context with our melody, this is what it sounds like. And so you may notice that there are some pink automation clips here. And what those are is I went into this blue melody, which is the sample that we created. And then I went into this pitch range right here and I turned it up from 2 to 12 semitones. I basically just manually pitched it down and up. And so when the pitch automation clip is like this, it's all the way down. then it is an octave lower. So that sounds like this. I kind of just change between the normal pitch and an octave down just in different parts of the song, just add a little bit of variation so the sample doesn't get too boring to listen to. And yeah, that's pretty much what I did for the melodies and just like kind of scraping the surface on arrangement a little bit. Now I'm going to hop into the drums. All right, so all the drums that I ended up using is from this ATL Jacob drum kit I got off of Reddit. So I put in a pretty basic snare pattern. That's what this sounds like with the melody. Then I put a closed hi-hat pattern in, which sounds like this. So I used a few types of rolls in this. The first one is you go to the magnet settings, select the third step setting. That's these right here, the little third step rolls. And I believe I have that right here too. And then after that, I selected the 1/6 step roll, and those are used on these smaller rolls right here. Other than that, I kind of just changed the velocities from the normal 2-step just to add a little bit of variety to it. So moving on to the open hats, what I did is I went into this section right here and put an envelope on it, turned everything down but the hold all the way up. I went in and I put in this open hi-hat pattern. So for this beat, I have two 808 patterns. The first one in context sounds something like this. And this note right here is just a slide note. So put it in place, double click on it, and then click this slide button, and that'll cause the note to slide. And the only difference between the first 808 pattern and the second is that I put this extra little roll here. So in context with the rest, it actually sounds like this. And then lastly, for the drums, I added a kick. They're not exactly on beat with the 808s. It's there just to add some punch to the 808s here and there and kind of set its own tone. So with the rest of the drums, it sounds like this. So yeah, that's pretty much going to do it for me for the melody and the drums. As always, thank you guys for watching the videos. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys think I should do next. Leave any recommendations for this current video, for this beat, anything else. My links to my other social medias will be in the description. Be sure to check those out. If you like the video, hit the like button. If you want to see more of this content, hit the subscribe button. That'll be it for me. I'll see y'all later.
Yo, Tez, what's up?